Hey everyone, I'm rather incoherent, back with Operation Combat Comet. Sounds like one of my code names. It's a neutralized target mission, only moderate difficulty. We get a load of intel and a data pad. We don't really have the time to research data pads right now, but 87 intel is like more than we made all of last month. It's huge. And then after this mission, we'll get another infiltration mission, which will give us a facility lead for later in the campaign when we need to start attacking alien facilities. Now, the sitreps really don't have much impact. It basically says ignore the timer, which is usually the case in this mod setup anyway. Looking at our team though, you'll notice there aren't 8 people. To help deal with my fatigue spiral and having done the math about how many soldiers I would need to spread out over the next couple of missions, I decided to send a really strong team to this mission and only send 6 to infiltrate faster. That mission includes Ashen Fortress, the champion himself. However, he has been nerfed. I've massively cut down the range of the incinerator by changing the INI files, and I think he's going to be a lot more balanced as a result. I still think he'll be absolutely incredible, but he'll now be a more niche unit dedicated to close range offense. None of that nonsense where he's firing like full line of sight distance incinerators across the map. That was way too much. Lead Coffin, our best sapper, and his soon-to-be bondmate, our one and only Templar Slasher Hawk. We also have a couple of other things. We got a Corporal Combat Engineer here, Crying Wolf. We've also got a squatty sapper here, Dead Titan. But the real story of this mission is our second spark. They're finally done. It's Exalted Citadel. We're going to talk about the Infiltrator class when we get into the mission. But the short version of what Infiltrators are is they're the original sparks. The one with the big rifles and the spark pit behind them. They're that, but fleshed out a lot more. Anyway, let's go see it in action. Right, when I started the mission, I basically didn't go over our gear. Fun fact, we're wearing civilian disguises on most of these people. Everyone that can, actually. Slasher Hawk won't wear them, and the Sparks obviously can't. But yeah, we have some pretty weak gear here. Lead Coffin's got a pair of gas grenades and a singular frag grenade. Dead Titan's got 2 gas grenades. Crying Wolf has a single grenade. We got a flashbang and a normal grenade on our Templar. But obviously the planned solution on him is to kill them with Slash, which will be a lot easier because now my Rend, if it'll show it anywhere, it doesn't look like it will. Down here, Tempest Gauntlet 6 to 7. I got the Sun Lancer Autopsy unlocked for free, and that gave me better melee weapons and the ability to have Slasher Hawk do a lot more hard carrying, which was part of the decision making involved in setting up this squad. For now, we just need to start moving and figure out what we're looking at on this mission. This seems like a very good first move. I don't know why I didn't do it as 2 parts in a blue move like a sane person, but here we are. And we're going to keep creeping up individually, trying to get eyes on something. No eyes on that blue move. Let's move up to the full cover and see if we see somebody around the side. Still no. I'm just going to move my sparks up now while they're safe to be moved up. I don't actually know that this one is safe, so I'm going to move here instead. Slasher Hawk can sprint forward, and that's everyone. Let's see what happens. Let's see if anyone patrols into us. Oh, well, we got a lot of stuff over here. I like the mech. The mech is good. But that is a full-on 6-man pod.
Got some hostiles grouped over here.
Purifier, Assault, Stun Lancer, Mech, Normal Trooper, and one other one, Demolitionist. In case you didn't see the part where I actually showed it off, this is the new range of the Incinerator. It's wider proportionally than the old one is, and it only goes out 7 tiles instead of 12 tiles. The actual radius number is the exact same, but because it's so much shorter, it's proportionally much wider. And this is like an actual reasonable number. Previously, if there was a soldier like here, I could have hit them with the incinerator. It was wild. What we could do is try to Overwatch ambush this. What I'm worried about is moving this direction and pulling. Is this a door? No, it's a window. So what I think we need to do as the first part of this turn is blue move around this building and try to get eyes on what the rest of the map is doing. I don't know that this would be safe if I moved all the way around. What I can do, though, is now that I know this is safe, I can run here to peek from concealment across. And that saw something, unsurprisingly. Yeah, we got a pod directly on the objective, as you'd expect. There might be another tutorial after this one. If I'm remembering correctly, killing this guy does not progress the chain. You only get to try for the facility lead if you actually capture him alive, which means we will not be starting this pod with the rocket. Or if we do, we're going to be aiming it hard to the right. Now, a flamethrower, on the other hand, is much more controlled and actually pretty safe. So we're going to try to get Crying Wolf in position for that. Seeing the distance between these pods, knowing either way we have a tough pod to start with, I'm going to just move up to ambush here. That seems like a great plan to me. Evidently, this doesn't pull. I'll believe it. Slasher Hawk is just going to move as far forward as he can. Dead Titan likely doing the same.
Stepping off.
Ambushing that pod on the right, they're pretty far away from us. They're not necessarily a priority. This one in front of us is the one we have to deal with, and if things go badly, we can just flee. But it's looking like we'll actually be completely away from them. Also, that's 2 Stun Lancers. That pod is terrifying. So, what does my downward incinerator look like these days? It basically doesn't exist. God, that seems balanced. I can tell you with some degree of certainty, the old incinerator, I could have targeted it here and hit that entire pod. We've still got eyes on this pod, so before we do anything, we need to move further up.
Location.
Does the Templar have eyes? He does. I'll move him up top to here, and that should have fully broken line of sight. Who on earth sees that? Nobody. They just hadn't vanished yet. Okay. I can get a very good grenade here. Wait, sorry. I thought this was an Abbott Trooper, not literally the guy I'm supposed to not kill. That grenade is not nearly as good as I thought, but I can still get a very good grenade. It's just a little bit to the left. This way, we're shredding some armor, dealing a lot of damage. With 2 Stun Lancers, I'm going to just throw a defensive mine right now. That's stupid. I should be throwing the defensive mine this way if I don't kill them. And since I have to open with this character, I probably just throw the defensive mine like this right now. That sounds incredibly sensible. Is there any reason I'd open with somebody else? I can't think of one. So, toss this mine down. Quickly though, we do have 2 more people with defensive mines. We should check if they don't have good ways to throw their defensive mine down as well. I could just chuck this one over the edge in case they try to get in cover down there, but if they do, I can do it and guarantee the damage next turn anyway. Our last soldier is down here. He can get in very close. 1, 2, 3. Oh, he can almost do it. If I were willing to commit super hard, I can blue move here. Done. That's a defensive mine we're taking a risky position for. I can't see out the back of the building to them. There's walls between us. I might get the pull next turn, unfortunately. But this defensive mine on these 2 Stun Lancers is so big. Are you kidding? Okay, I can still take it. It's not where I wanted it to be, but it's fine. And now we take the grenade here, and we start figuring out the cleanup next turn. Getting the Purifier means risking killing the main target, so we don't do that. We just take this grenade. It's a really good opening for Dead Titan. They won't get any experience out of it, but they are going to rack up their damage dealt stat, that's for sure. Sectoid in 1-shot range for the Templar. Stun Lancer's dead to the grenade. Mech has a bit of shred and a bit of damage. Oh my god, the mech ran into it before they moved. That's so good. That's so good for us. With all the explosions and yelling, I can't imagine the pod behind us not starting a fight with us next turn. Now, I'm just barely in range of the Sectoid. I forgot I had moved my Templar. That wasn't as clean as I thought it was, but we are able to get out here. And we will always be taking the kill on the Sectoid Mindbender here. I didn't check that it killed. Oh, this bug. All right, later, Slasher Hulk. I didn't actually check that killed the Mindbender. I just assumed it had melee vulnerability. It's looking like it did. I'm guessing its whole health bar was flashing, so I assumed we were good. Anyway, one way or another, it's dead. We'll figure out where this is moving to later in the turn. Crying Wolf might just have a guaranteed kill here on the... In what world do you not have a vision of the mech? He's right there. I'm actually gonna save and load. This is a windowed door and half cover to boot, but it looks like it's blocking my line of sight. Yeah, no, it's the truth. There's no line of sight from here to there. And if I were to move my preview line of sight to the other side, you can see an exact one tile hole in the symmetrical position to the right of the mech. That's ridiculous. I can get a grenade there to blow up his cover. That doesn't seem great. I can fire a Hail Mary rocket here. It'll probably do something. We're trying to get in and out fast. Take it. Odds are it kills one of them or at least breaks their cover. Yeah, easy. It's not like you were doing anything else this turn, apparently. Unfortunately, we don't have vision of this. The heavy is a bit of a problem, but I can't really do anything about it. Moving back would definitely risk pulling. Speaking of lead coffin, you want to get out of there? Do you want to move up a bit? I kind of just want to overdrive and rain shots at the Purifier, but it's such a waste. The Purifier is not a real threat. I want my Templar moving back this way. The Purifier is not going to do anything. The heavy prevents that. So what I'm looking at is like Shield Bash here. It's only 68 to hit, and it's a damage roll, so that's no good. I could overdrive and then do this, and if I miss, I can still take a second shot. It seems like a good turn to overdrive. Let's go for it. I just forgot to click Kinetic Strike and move to him. This is flashing the whole health bar despite saying 3 to 6. I don't even think that's true. Well, if you crit, it's true. I didn't see the damage chance either. Hit 93. Okay, so that was more accurate. That was good. Not the best overdrive ever, but it did kill the problem. Now, seeing as I can't actually get high ground shots at this, why is his Kinetic Strike is more accurate because the Spark has higher aim and there's no penalty from the shield. Now, our gun deals how much damage? 5 to 7? I think that at point blank, our gun will be much more accurate than the Kinetic Strike will anyway, so we're good. Right? 100%. Get him out of here. Show him who the superior robot is. Now that leaves me free to move however I so choose on my Templar. I'm going to go to here so that I can maybe get this guy and take him down next turn, or if we get pushed, we can have him pull back and fight the next pods. Lead Coffin has no obligation to care about this Purifier, not really. I'm going to move forward with them, because there's a very good chance our plan when we pull is to sprint across the road.
Please report any sightings of these civilians to your nearest admin.
I'm sorry, which civilians? I can't see. Anyway, that bug's back. Alright, we're back. Let's Hail Mary this shot across at the Advent Purifier. If it hits, it hits. If it misses, very nice. If it misses, it's not like we had anything else to do, but hey, killing a guy is a great way to spend the turn. Alright, let's see the oh no. We're gonna get pinched by double Stun Lancer on both sides. I think this qualifies as catastrophic. We're gonna have some really hard maneuvering to do. Unless the other one doesn't pull? How is that? Were my explosions far enough to the right? The rocket was here. They might be running this way. They might have backtracked to get towards where the rocket was. I don't know why exactly, but I'm not gonna look a gift horse in the mouth. That's incredible. Oh, they're not actually double Stun Lancer. It's an Assault and a Stun Lancer. Well, I need someone else to use F1. So my plan is to Kinetic Strike here. Getting the kill will give me a non-movement action back, and punching generally gives me breakthrough. So if I get this, I can then just walk here and flamethrower both of these guys, which could kill them. Contingent on a 22% here. Oh god, that damage though. It's not like he gave a shit. Oh, hey. I don't get breakthrough if I get the action back, apparently. I did not know that. Anyway, let's take the Incinerate. We got the flank. Burning on both. The one in the back, the actual Stun Lancer, is dead. The Assault will get a turn. Now, over here, our line of sight's pretty rough if we move something like here. I think all I can really do with this spark is move up. Am I able to give cover to a blue move? I'm 1 tile short of being able to get the subdue this turn. I'm just going to sprint forward and take this high ground on Exalted Citadel. Here I'm going to take the full cover where I can blue move subdue next turn, and then I probably should have sent a sapper to do that instead, actually, because they'd be able to launch a grenade. That would be much better. Oh, also, Dead Titan can't reach full cover like this. Well, there's a lot of 0 cover targets, I guess, so it should be fine.
Good to go.
That's the best I've got. It should be fine. Nothing should be able to flank me from over here on account of... I guess they could climb up, though, couldn't they? That's pretty far back. I think we're safe. Let's just go 1 tile less and know we're safe. Let's be sane here. So I've got a mech. I can finish off the assault. I can do that from here and then fall back into the building. And I can't quite reach the demolitionist and convince myself to make bad decisions anyway, so this is the slash we're taking. The Sunlancer burns to death. Alright, everyone else is going to get to live. That's going to be 5 active. It's a bit scary. No, 4 active. One of those is probably the enemy VIP. So I think we're good here. I think we've got this well under control. It's just a matter of the second pod. Whenever they get here, things are going to get very complicated, and they're probably getting here now. Got him. Counter-strike. Very nice. Not that it did anything, but it felt good, right? Overwatch, that's great to see. Anyone that overwatches can have their shots wasted on Ashen Fortress. He's actually taking damage this mission. I guess that happens when you punch a Purifier. Getting a reflex action is nice. Took every shot so far. Look at that. We might actually have to repair him with Exalted Citadel. So I've got a 100 here. First, before I do this, because I know I'm going to mash 1 and shoot the guy, let's blue move subdue right here. Next, shredding here would be helpful. Let's just toss the frag. It's not like he's going to do anything else to meaningfully contribute this turn. Alright, Exalted Citadel with your 100%. It's not guaranteed to kill. What I'm going to do is overdrive. And then I can shoot as my first move. If it kills, it kills. That's great. If it doesn't, we can figure out what to do with the rest of our actions. Not even close to killing. Alright, that's just going to be another shot then. Very strong. And then we'll reload last action. Slasher Hulk. God, this team is just destroying them. Take out the Demolitionist. If I can get over to here, I will, because I think they're pretty far on the flank. Yep, I can. Being in half cover is fine, because I'm tempting them with shots on my mechs. What I want to do is run out here and then punch like this. I'm trying to avoid pulling Fog of War that the other pod might be in. Damn shame.
Targeting sensor malfunction.
I'm going to stay right where I am on him. Lead Coffin can move up to corner cover. That's great. I can get a frag downtown into the Viper if I wanted to. Acid grenade, or gas grenade rather, might be better. I don't care about the cover, and we're running out of time, so I think I just gas grenade this. Wait, surely the Viper's immune to poison. This doesn't say anything about immune to poison. This technically isn't poison, it could be like mustard gas or something. Does it work on Vipers? I feel like if there was an immunity, it would have told me, so I think this works on Vipers. So the damage goes through, and it still disorients because I have concussive grenades, but it's not poisoned. Still, that's fine. I wanted to save my explosive grenade for next turn anyway. I can't poison my own mech. That's throughput that I had nowhere else anyway, so it's fine. I'm going to just move up to here and take more corner cover on my other sapper. Not really sure what else I'd be doing. Ashen Fortress, sadly, end your turn. I would have really liked this guy to be dead, but it's okay that he's alive. Viper's still pulling back. Overwatching is great. It means we get to pull it with my mech. This is the first time I've been out of shield, I think. However, despite that, oh, we might need to grab the VIP and leave.
Menace 1-5, we're picking up an enemy transport inbound on your current position.
Please pick him up. It turns out it's time to go. I was thinking we could handle all of the enemies, but, you know, maybe it's better to not do that. Right now, we've avoided pulling. Alright, we're gonna blue move like this to get the Overwatch off the Viper. The first wound of the campaign on Ashen Fortress. Now, the big reason this is important is it lets us run to full cover here. Because we're getting out of here this turn. Oh, I can't tab. Did that actually pull by 1 tile? I was tabbing and shifting back and forth, which is why my Steam UI flash accidentally shift tabbed at some point. Oh, that's terrifying. Wow. Could I have routed him through? No, there was no way around. I would have to have gone back and up. Might have been worth doing. I was thinking that since I hadn't seen from this corner, I would be safe. I was 1 tile out of line of sight. Wow. If we're sprinting away, their stun lancers and assaults out of range. I think we're fine. I think we're fine. Now that said, if you don't need to be here risking your life, you should already be gone. Slasher Hawk, get out of here. You did great. Leave. Ashen Fortress, you should still be here. That's your job. I'm sorry to tell you this. I'm going to blue move back here on Exalted Citadel and use the completely unnecessary repair on Ashen Fortress. Make absolutely sure this man doesn't somehow get himself killed. Next up, we've got Dead Titan. If they can get out now, I think Lead Colvin will be able to do the same then. They can. Back in the day, I would have moved here and incinerated. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's 1 tile out of range. You guys, get out of here. You're done. I could go for the kinetic strike here. No matter what, I can still pull back. And it gives me a chance at getting the loot, so yeah. It's just the right thing to do. What a ridiculous character. He might be way more balanced now, but that doesn't mean he's not insanely strong. Oh my god, I have another action because I killed. Didn't I just do something almost exactly like this and it didn't work? Whatever, I'll check it more in editing. So yeah, I guess I just take this Incinerate and try to rack up even more experience on Ashen Fortress. Damn. The bigger reason for that to matter is to reduce the incoming damage on Ashen Fortress. There have been a lot of stun lancers and assaults on this mission. It's kind of spooky. We're getting out of here though. All that's left is the VIP and the mechs. We're getting out this turn. It's just a question of if we actually get serious wounds on our sparks on the way out. Pretty weak reinforcement pod. Honestly, I might have been able to fight this, but they're so far away and I'm so limited on resources with my civilian gear on my sappers. Overwatches are not that scary to me. I'm fine with this. Am I immune to this, or am I just going to take almost nothing from it? Quite the opposite. The incendiary grenade still shreds armor and does full damage. That's actually very bad. I think just about every shot at Fortress has hit him this turn. There we go, finally. Not this turn, this mission. He has not gotten great RNG. Ow. Man, actually taking wounds? Never mind. Alright, we finally got relatively close to normal RNG there with these misses in the last turn. Before, they've been so positive on hitting him. If this had happened in a different order, we might have taken no damage, but all the same, we can get out this turn. Exalted Citadel has to dash to leave. Doesn't have overdrive. If Ashen Fortress takes a wound, he'll be fine.
Long range movement. Detecting system damage.
What little there is to wound, I actually just lost my shield and armor. He's fine. Get Exalted Citadel out of here too. Get the VIP out of here.
You say so.
First mission all campaign where we actually had to evac and not just kill everyone. But we did it. VIP captured alive. The only wound is on the one man who has so much health that he won't notice.
VIP secure and
Let's get out of here.
Status confirmed. Mission accomplished.
This is Firebrand. VIP is secure.
Menace 1-5. The target
13 of 23 killed. The only wound is Fortress. MVP on Fortress, even with the nerfs. 4 kills, 29 damage, 85% accuracy. Wanton Destruction, most assists. Solo Slayer, Kill Stealer, 2 hold for this shit. Exalted Citadel's first mission with 100% shot accuracy, 2 kills and 15 damage. Patching up the Spark a little bit. Dead Titan did almost nothing on her first mission. Lead Coffin, like, you know, he did something, but not a whole lot. Slasher Truck did a lot that mission. 3 kills and 28 damage doesn't really tell the whole story. Rend just gave us so much certainty in those first 2 pods. We just knew that I could point and click and kill a threatening enemy for our first 2 turns of combat, and that was hugely, hugely impactful. Crying Wolf did alright, 3 kills, 17 damage. And once again, MVP Ashen Fortress, that man earned it. I'm legitimately very happy about the Kinetic Strike for the loot. For once, we returned to the Avenger, and the promotion screen is actually going to work because we don't have 8 soldiers.
It's only a matter of
Sad to see Exalted Citadel not getting a promotion in their first mission. Sad to see Ashen Fortress rigidly T-posing in the front. Crying Wolf, congratulations on demolition. An Illyrium Core, actually 2, a basic suppressor, alien data cache. The big thing is we captured this guy alive.
When working together, your skill is unquestioned.
I know I'm not crazy. This said like 86 intel originally, didn't it? Not 44? I have no idea why those numbers would ever be different. That'll be it. So what do we need to do to get the intel back? What's the covert op that it's asking me to do to undo the supply intercept? You want me to do an entire additional mission for the intel? Oh god, that's not happening. That's not even close to happening. I guess they have the intel then. That sucks. Let's just finish the supply drop then, because we can't do anything about that. We have 16 troops. Are you sure? Dude, wild, there are people in here. Despite all of these infiltrations that are still happening, we have 12 people in infiltrations for another 3 and 7 days respectively. Actually, I think it's like 13 because one of them is a 7-man squad. I was just out of soldiers. Actually, no, this is a 6-man squad. Oh, that's right, because I took one of my combat engineers off at the last second because it would be so valuable. It's why they're back 4 days earlier. Yeah, that checks out. We've got 16 ready. It's a lot of intel. With 16 ready, let's take a quick look at the actual normal missions. We want to reduce Avatar Project. Experimental item is easily passable and we'll have to. We don't care about useful items at all. Hunt the Chosen is an infiltration mission that we obviously want to do, but are going to need to actually get in control of our fatigue spiral to do it. Oh, Recon Offsite Facility doesn't expire. It's like Hunt the Chosen. There's no time sensitivity on that one. That's awesome. It means I don't have to be upset about not doing it last month. Improving combat intelligence is really nice, but I think we might be past the point of the campaign where we have the troops to spend on that. Getting a superior PCS would be really good. The health doesn't help me at all, but I don't really care. Form a soldier bond for +3 aim. That just sounds like we're sending Gothic Toaster to hang out. Oh wait, no, it raises them to the next threshold. We can send Gothic Toaster with Shrapnel Flurry, and they'll actually progress their bonds. It also takes away 2 very good soldiers for 11 days, but that's something I want to do. Alright, so Gothic Toaster not going on missions this month. She's doing this, and then when Shrapnel Flurry is ready, she's doing the other one. An exhaustive training just isn't necessary. This is only really ever useful if you have a soldier at a very high rank you're trying to skip pretty much the whole rank of experience, or if you have so many soldiers that you can't get them all on missions, and we definitely don't have that ladder issue happening. Gothic Toaster is ready at full will. Shrapnel Flurry is also ready. She's not at full will yet. I think just because they're both ready right now, I'm going to send them on the Soldier Bond mission. I don't care about pressing the bond, but I do really care about stacking aim on Toaster. You've already seen that as a Marine, she's got notably better chances than my other Marines at the same rank. And as that number climbs higher and higher, we'll get to the point where we can just start ignoring half cover if we have high ground, and she'll still have 100% chance to hit, which gives her the ability to do some really gross things with her volume of fire abilities from area of effect suppression and the like. So yeah, I'm gonna send this. Minor risk of soldier wounded, not worth the money to me. Begin action.
Our specialty. Let's just hope your people can keep up.
Now the rest of this, Toaster's missions were time sensitive because she has to go on 2 of them. The rest of them are not necessarily urgent. Most of my available soldiers are missing will, so it's not like I'm itching to go on a mission right now. So I'm just gonna scan for a hot second and see what progresses. Plated armor is going to finish, hell yes. This unlocks all the variations of plated armor. It also unlocks the next level of spark frames, the 2nd tier gauntlet for our combat engineers, the 2nd tier shield for specifically Ashen Fortress, a new tier of disguise. I wonder how that compares. If that Advent disguise is the same as a civilian disguise but more defensive, I don't really care about it. But if it's better at infiltrating, I'll care quite a lot. We also get a single prototype plated armor, very nice. Oh, we get an Advent disguise right off the bat, so now we can see how it works. Oh no, this is just stuff I'm making. I only got the 1 item. These are new items available to be made. Proving on projects for spider suits and exosuits, not really super important. There's our prototype plated armor. Nothing got done quickly this time. Gauss weapons needs alloys, and we have literally none. Yeah, we're going to the black market early. This will cost us like 4 to 10 hours. I don't really know how long. It's gonna cost us a little bit. Anyway, let's buy. We need alien alloys. I'm willing to spend the intel on it. I can only spend 26 intel while continuing to expand my network. The only thing here I'd really consider buying, I think, is the Illyrium, but we can't get it anyway. However, they're interested in our Advent Purifier and Chrysalid corpses. You can have all of them. You can take all of my purifiers. What are they used for again? Flame canisters, don't care at all. You can have all of my chrysalids, not that I have that many to begin with. And honestly, you don't seem like you're ever going to be interested in these troopers, and let me tell you, I'm not either. You use them for the exosuit, for the Advent disguise, and the nanoscale vest. I'm not making exosuits right now, not for a while, probably never. I'm probably just going to save my resources for the tier 3 warsuits. And at this point, I'm feeling constantly stressed for money. I'm selling all of these troopers. By the time I need them, I'll have gotten more of them. Looking down at Illyrium cores, I've got 15 of those things. I'm never going to get through all of them. I'll sell 5 now. We've got 3 weapon fragments that have no use. These Exalt scatter mags have no use. The high velocity and advanced high velocity nozzles literally break the game. We can sell those without any concerns. Alright, 710 supplies, huh? Let's go start a research. Sorry about that, Tygan. We needed to go buy the research material off the black market. Now, having picked that up, it does seem like it's sort of unnecessary to scan the supply drop, but there's only 11 hours left on it anyway, so I'll just do it to satisfy my need to have it finished. We have more money than God. It's kind of nice. We can get a scientist in 7 days. I have a hard time imagining we're doing anything else. Prototype items could be nice, but we're going for scientists. Having more of them not only gets us to tech faster, but gets us to a point where we feel good about sending people on breakthrough missions. New infiltration available. Raid alien UFO, hot damn. That's not what it was talking about though, was it? I thought it was saying something completely different. Oh, I understand. The thing that pops up on the side, I've had this confusion a couple of times now. It says this, it says sabotage Advent infrastructure, but I would expect it to say this, raid alien UFO. So this will delay the next facility by 6 days. It'll also beat up a UFO. What's the end result of this? What are we doing it for? Secure the UFO, but why? Strip the site before they knew what hit them. The reward interception is a risk that this chain has. And I'm doing this just for the rewards basically, and it's 3 missions. It's 2, this is a covert action. I really need alloys, that's become very apparent. I'm gonna pass on this. This is 2 more missions I'd have to do this month. I don't know that I can really afford to do this infiltration and this assault. Assaults aren't that bad because I get to send both my sparks on them and it lowers the amount of pressure that it actually places on my troop roster, but it's still a lot. And the big thing is the reward interception potential. Like, I'm doing 2 missions just for the rewards. It could be 3. I'm already considering going here for the intel. I think that we skip out on this, and maybe... I'm gonna let the clock tick for a hot second. When this starts to expire, I'll be forced to make a decision, but I don't have to right now. Which means that we're ending the video because we have an infiltration mission to do. What are we looking at? Moderate difficulty, Reaper-affiliated operative. Rescue an engineer. It's got the Lost, it's got an Exalt squad. Operation Corpse Pistol, that's a pretty sick name. Let me check something real quick. Alright, good, I'm glad I checked. Affiliated operative is the code word that tells you to have a panic attack because it's the holdout mission. I don't think I knew that at the time. I saw the Lost and thought it would be easy. The Lost are always the sit rep you get when you have Reaper-affiliated operative. When I eventually get a Skirmisher-affiliated operative, that one is going to have show of force and guarantee a larger advent presence. What kind of squad did I send to this? I sent a 6-man squad, you say. And if I had to guess, they're wearing civilian disguises. This is gonna be hard. I can't evac them either. I can't cancel the mission and I can't evac them. They don't get out if they don't win. I remember several hours ago when I was wondering if I had killed my campaign and I thought, no, of course not. But now that I understand what mission this actually is... Wait, I do have a randomly generated Reaper. I do have that, at least. That's something. But, God, what do we have for gear? A well-equipped shotgun and a frag. Alright, our sniper has the Exalt Long Lance with a speed loader and a Shadow Keeper. That's very good. The Experimental Blade and a well-kitted out shotgun are on Steel Guardian. Thunder Golem has a scoped mag cannon and a mag shorty. Okay, this squad's actually really well geared. Shotgun, grenade launcher, kind of the basics there, speed loader on his. So everyone's gear is relatively fine as it can be for a civilian disguise, but Blind Alpha and Thunder Golem both have really good gear, and Steel Guardian with the Experimental Blade will probably come in handy too. I'm gonna be honest, I'm still not convinced they can do this, and if they can't, they die. So I guess next episode we're gonna have another incredibly stressful Lost mission, cause yeah, this squad should not have been 6 people in civilian disguises. That was a mistake. Anyways, I've been rather coherent. As always, I regret the decisions I've made, and I'll see you in the next one.